All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Blaze Breed's Power Rankings. I'm joined with Dragon Lobster, our gracious mod. Hey, Dragon, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. Like ready to get some power rankings and see how we feel about the teams currently.
A little bit before we start, guys, we are going to be putting them into tier lists and like ranking by SS, S, A, B, all that good stuff on how we personally feel about the teams. This is going to be very biased. And we're just going to point out some stuff that we like about the teams, some stuff we don't like, and just get to it and everything. Want to add anything, Dragon?
Like this power rank, like this is some more opinions in that, like gonna try to be a little bit more unbiased to it, but there's always biases
Yeah, we
towards some
got to have the balance.
mons. Yes, but
And again, like not because we place a team like a little bit lower, because we don't feel like it's as fun or as much as we like it. It doesn't mean it's bad or somebody can't perform, because we know there's a lot of good coaches here that have unique styles and they're going to draft like some weird stuff that they just really can do well on. I mean, we've seen some weird things already going out through week 1 and week 2, being very efficient that normally doesn't stand out much as like good mons, good sets and things like this. So it's just like player diff. It is very important. So don't take it all too seriously. Don't get mad at us. Don't throw tomatoes at us. We're just trying to have fun, because you guys wanted this and you're stuck with us. So let's get down to the first team. We have the Muddy Mud Kippers. And now I want to ask you, my friend Dragon, this is your team. And give me your thoughts on it. Like, what do you think is good about your team? What did you like about it?
uh, like the things I like about the team is for me, I like my first two mons. I like the Terra Apple and I like the Palvin. Like they work well together of their weaknesses and strengths. Like it's not like it's pretty good, but I've noticed already like with Hydra Apple Terran so much, it kind of opens up, like makes my team a little bit more weaker to like some types, and because it's mostly Terran most weeks,
Yeah.
unless I do like the Terra Belly Bowl, which I think goes well with the team.
Like,
Like,
I honestly have a very strong opinion regarding Terra Belly Boat. I think it's like one of the best low tier Terra captains that you can have out there. I've used it 2 times already and I was very successful. And I think it just puts in so much work. But then again, you have like Terra Hydrapple, and that's coming as your Terra captain like 9 out of 10 times. And so Belly's going to be relegated to just an electric type, which makes building for him a lot easier since it's not that versatile of a mon. But I
yeah,
think it's still a pretty good mon. Like I like the core that you have in the beginning. Hydrapple Screamtail is like a very good strong defensive core. Empoleon's amazing also. And I love Palafin. I think it's a great mon. I think after them, it just went so much bulk and it's lacking so much breaking power because like your special attackers are all very, very slow, like Hydrapple and everything, and none of them are exactly breakers. Like the highest one is Hydrapple, and then it's Bellybolt, I think. No,
uh,
yeah, no, it's Empoleon.
yeah, it's
But like,
important, and
uh,
it's
it's just not usually coming as a special attacker or a breaker. It's probably more a utility tank mon. And like my only gripe with this team is the immediate threats that it doesn't have. So like you just don't have, aside from Palafin, a mon that can just go out there and click buttons and just start spamming stuff. Like Mammo, sure it can work, but again, it's sitting on an 80 base speed, so it does have some problems getting around that to just get out there and start doing massive amounts of damage. And like the other teams, we see those really top tier threats like pairing Dragapult with something else and like these ridiculous fast dangerous mons that can just sweep you, and I think that's a little bit what's lacking here.
yeah, I agree. Like I've been noticing while in the builder, and it's like I don't really have many button clickers, which are some of my favorite
Yeah.
mons. Like it's making me think about transactions with the team going into for me week 3. So it's going to be a interesting time. Like my speed tiers definitely could be better.
Yeah,
Like
like I'm missing more like the 90 speeds here.
yeah,
Otherwise, it's okay, it's fine.
Yeah, like
But it does check a lot of boxes. Like the type chart looks really good. You don't have a lot of glaring weaknesses. The speed tiers, apart from the 90 speed tier, we're all good. We have a lot of utility. Like everything is covered by something. You got a lot of momentum. You check like basically all the boxes. It's just a matter of like getting a little bit more urgency in mons that can
yeah,
do. Otherwise, it's just a very balanced team. It's just lacking that very immediate threatening firepower, you know?
yeah. It just needs more. It just needs like another like special breaker or something.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like Mamo can be that physical breaker, but it's that
Mhm.
special one that's like I don't really have a good one because Hydrapple's so defensive that it's gonna be mostly the defensive set. Same with Empoleon.
Yeah, like you could get a nasty plot off and be a sweeper, but again, it's still a very slow mon that can be worked around with.
Yes, it is.
How would you rate this team?
Uh, when it comes to, I feel like my team, like I could probably see it. It's like probably like B or C is where I first think.
I'd put it at B probably. I like I
Yeah,
said, it just does a lot. It checks a lot. It has a lot of utility. It
yeah,
just needs a little bit of a little extra touch to get a little more
yeah.
power to actually be very very strong.
Yeah, I think with like a pretty good special breaker and maybe even like a 90 speed tier mon, that
Yeah.
could be like low A, but with how it is now, E makes sense.
Also, I'm a
I
very big Talonflame hater, but like
don't worry, I
dude,
am
dude
too.
in Combat Breed kind of like went off with a bulky Talonflame set and got +4 SD. So now I'm
Yeah,
like, it's not a good time for me to be a Talonflame hater after giving it MVP for for week one.
yeah. I think
But
Talonflame
I
has
am
some
not
cool
a believer on
stuff.
them on.
I'm not either usually. That's why I like named it Fraudbird. But to be fair, I
All
think
right,
it would have won me week one if I saved it actually, which is the bad part.
all right.
Okay.
So B tier it is.
Yep.
All right.
We
Next
got
up, we have we all need a savior, right?
Yep, this is
Anointed's team,
yes, yeah.
correct? Or
Yeah, it
because
is.
yeah,
It is because that's my week.
this was your week one opponent, yeah.
Yeah, I seen it as like, oh, back to back.
Like I find it funny because this seems just like really odd when you start to look at it. Like you can definitely see some things that are really cool. Like Pink Urchin is a very bad mon, but you have Iron Thorns, Iron Jugulus, and Iron Vow to make use of it. Plus Halucha with Unburden, Electric
Yeah,
Seed. So like I think that becomes a very very powerful thing. I do think Iron Boulder is better with Pink Urchin because I think it just becomes really really scary all of a sudden, out of nowhere. But I think like
yeah,
Pink Urchin is fine in this type of team. It is a bit like thematic in going for that electric surge type of thing, but I think it works here.
yeah.
And then you have just like really good mons like Gondego's amazing, Glim's a solid mon, Ursaluna, Blood Moon is crazy good. I really like the Terra Captains, Jugulus, Thorns, and Dondozo. Of course, Gold would have been a better Terra Captain than one or the other here, but like
I
that then you fall into the point problem. I don't like Dozo, but as a Terra Captain, it can do some work in specific matchups.
Yeah, it's a very bulky mon. It can be hard to break through. Like, but also gives the team like a fire like resist switch, right? If you didn't have Dozo, like if Thorns Terras and that, I guess they have
Mhm.
Glim, but Glim doesn't want to take fire moves
Mhm.
often. Like,
Yeah.
and with me facing the team already, it is a very scary team because of like pretty much it's gonna be HO like always, but it definitely could be more of a balanced approach because they have Glamora plus Goldingo, so hazard stack is very like annoying.
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
yeah,
one thing I find really odd is, well, it does have a spinner in form of Glimora with Mortal Spin. It's just not a traditional spinner. But I think like this team to me, if they were able to get a little bit more momentum, since it's just such a very heavy offense team, you like to keep on the pressure, especially with a lot of hazards that you can set up. Having like a ghost type to be able to block those. Oh no, they have gold.
they have
I understand
Goldingo. That's
because
what I'm saying.
yeah, yeah, I'm going nuts. But like maybe switch Dondozo I would for something more. to fit the molds, like sure you can get
Yeah,
another Pokemon, but that can also bring you a little bit of pivot and more
yeah.
utility because Dawn honestly
Uh,
doesn't offer anything for the team aside from being bulky and him being able to be like a very egotistical mon and setting up and doing his own little thing in his own little world.
yeah.
But yeah,
Like for I feel like they could put another bulky water in here. Like I think Vaporeon, I think is still on the board,
yes,
and
yeah,
I think Vaporeon could work with this team. It
mm-hmm,
would seem weird with electric terrain, but it also makes sense because it would give you a flip turn mon, gives you
mm-hmm.
wish support for like Ursaluna, who like that mon can be really hard to break in sometimes.
Yes, yes. And
Yeah,
honestly, like, I think apart from Gastro or like Swampert would be ideal. But apart from them, you're always going to have a problem with the anti synergy of electric terrain. But I think it's
yeah.
fine. Like it's
Like
just one mon after all. Yeah,
yeah, like they don't really like when it comes to it, they don't really have a lot of uh, their hazards are like decent. Like they do have one of the best hazard setters in the game, being Glamora. But
yeah.
it's like they're because Nine Thorns not often is going to set hazards. Like
No,
it,
probably not.
I've
He's definitely used
you
it
know
very offensively in this so far.
yeah, like that mon's very offensive. Like it's
Also, another thing I think is like funny is yeah, it's a hyper offense team, but it just has a lot of weaknesses and it can be explored. So like it's just going to be trading blow for blow, kill for kill
yeah.
basically all the time. And it's just kind of funny. Like, I think there are flaws, but I also think this team, if it gets going, it's just really scary.
Yeah, like a lucha, if you're not prepped for it, can get a defense boost with electric seed, and
Mhm.
then that mon can just get very bulky, and then you're like, what do you do to it? Like,
Yeah, and it's a 118 base speed wand that can just set up SD. So
yeah,
plus electric seed and get unburdened. So it's just like really, really scary out of nowhere for
y-
clicking one move. And Iron Vow is just I think Iron Vow is just so great. We always see it being top pick, but we never see it like leading the kill board. But I think it's just because it just forces people to prep so much for it. And it's annoying because it's a dual stab that's really hard to hit. It has good coverage, great speed, and it being able to be a mix attacker is just really annoying to prep for. So I think that
yeah,
Jipmon is just like scary good.
yeah. And with the electric terrain, they can get the speed boost, but also be life orb or
Yeah, exactly.
maybe
And like
specs.
get a
You
free
know,
SD or whatever.
yeah, like it makes it very nice. Yeah.
What do you think? A solid B tier
What is their logo?
or an A?
I think
I think an A.
A. I think
A.
A.
All right.
What?
Anyways, we can change later if we need. Anyhow,
What?
it's the logo that's Iron Valiant holding up a guy. It's all dark. It's the Sith Lord.
The, um,
It was at the bottom.
the like,
It's just writing AVO because the image got cropped by tier list maker.
gotcha. Okay, it is that one. The one holding another. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think A makes sense for this team. Like,
All right. We'll leave it at A for now.
yeah, we can move stuff around if we feel like
Mhm.
next team is.
I love the scene. Faye is just he brings out a mono ghost team. He has a great team name. Fuck you, Brian's. It's just
Yeah,
amazing. The logo made on paint is just crazy. You know, it just goes hard. But yeah, it's a mono ghost team. Like it's a team team. There's not much to say. Like I'm surprised it just fits a lot of roles
yeah.
like, it's missing, like, the core and bulky water, but, again, like, it's a mono
Like,
ghost team,
there's
but
no
it just has
there's no
so much
Jellicent.
utility.
Yeah,
Yeah. Its
like,
speed tiers are
yeah,
pretty good. It has a lot of, utility. There's a lot of, like even though it's a lot of ghosts, most of them do very different roles and are just scary in their own ways,
yeah.
and it's just pretty funny.
I like Their speed tiers are actually very good for being a mono
Yeah,
team, and they have Spectre, one of the top speed. Like it's 130. Like there's not a lot of mons that get up there on the boards. Like
I have never seen a Spectre do well in a league, and I continue to say it's a fraud horse, and I'm hoping Fate changes my mind because I really think it's a crap mon.
I think Spectre is good with like choice items. I feel like the setup
Yeah,
sets are where it gets weird because its bulk isn't the best unless
yeah, I
you're
think
like
it's pretty easy to counter because it's just not doing that immediate threatening damage that it needs to. So if
yeah
you put a very bulky special defender, it just can tank and do whatever. And again, like if you draft a 20 point, 22 point mon for a 1 point squirrel, just being able to counter it is kind of like iffy.
yeah yeah,
But I
but
do love the Terra Annihilate. Oh my god, I love that mon.
Terra Nihilate is so nasty of a mon. It gets like the encore sets are like the bulk up encore, taunt encore. You could be choice scarf. You could technically be choice ban. It's not as common. Like
Yeah.
they only have two rockers, which Golurk is going to be the more likely rocker. Like Ape can set rocks, but with it being Tira, you don't really want to set the rocks with it. You want it to be offensive.
Anyways, yeah. Yeah, I think like yeah, it's a ghost team. I think for being a mono team, it's very well built, but just having weakness of a heavy weakness on dark and knockoff being so spammable is yeah, is questionable. Like it's gonna be hard for him to play around.
Yeah,
So to me,
like
it's a C tier team just because of that. Like I definitely think Faye can do a lot with it. He's a great player, but at the end of the day, most mono teams or thematic teams don't just look really, really amazing on paper,
yeah.
and they're just weird.
Ghost is very like for an offensive team, it's not bad. Like the physical break, like, they got some stuff that can be physical breakers here, but there just isn't a lot of good like physical ghost stab that isn't annihilates and like poltergeist.
Yeah, and
Like
like the only one really, really doing well with Poltergeist is Golurk because of the base and the no guard. So like you're not risking not hitting, but it's again, it's kind of what you know is coming, so you can
prep
like not have
for
an item.
yeah,
Yeah,
which no item will wall the physical attackers except
y-
ape,
and it
but
also does not, aside from Annihilate, and I think the Decidueye, it doesn't have any sustain, right? Does Poltergeist get anything?
Uh, Poltergeist gets Strength Sap and like Shower
Okay.
Smash stuff. Like that's a very
Yeah.
scary Terra Captain to be fair.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's very
Like
annoying.
I could see.
Uh
To be fair, I can see both of the other Terra Captains being like the main Terra one week and like let Ape
yeah.
not be that big boy. But I feel like but Ape also handles like the normal types for Spectre, which is a really good thing. Like just
Yeah, yeah. I think it's the best double combo you could have gotten with Terra Ghost with
yeah
Ghost Mono.
yeah. I think uh
And like I do like Rotom also as a utility mon, having Mimikyu as a fairy to get those dragons, and having like the free swords dance set up with the skies is always nice. Plus, you get some nice prio in that, which I like. It doesn't consider Shadow Sneak strong prio, but this is something you're always going to have to be scratching your head about. Is whenever your mon gets low, there's a lot of Shadow Sneaks coming in, and that's annoying to deal with.
yeah. Uh, let's give. We can figure out the rank of it. Like you mentioned,
Mhm. Yeah,
uh,
I put it at C because it's a monotype. Like it's more specific for you to prep for and to deal with. Of course, some like I always hate facing mono
uh,
teams because I feel like you have counters to that, but that mon's just gonna be like very,
yeah,
very overloaded in how much he has to get going because also what your opponent's probably going to prep for is that mon knowing it's gonna be the issue. So like, but I still think it's like a C tier. I
uh,
wouldn't
uh,
put it at B yet. I
uh,
know like maybe later.
B. Like I could see it's C or B minus because this can definitely.
Yeah,
Because I think like Spectre plus Ape is very offensively like threatening,
yeah, yeah.
and it's like back end Goose are still pretty good. Like I put it C for now, but we can move it like how we feel, you know. Uh,
Mhm.
what is it? Got the hammer and Tinkatons.
Hammering Tinkatons is coached by um 1 second. It's coached by Lazy, yeah.
Lazy, yes.
So Lazy was a very surprise welcome to our league. I was not expecting him to come, and I was very excited to see him play. And boy, did he do well round one. He was really good. He made Duraludon be so durable. That thing just did not want to die at all. It just stayed in. It did really well. I love Great Tusk. I think Great Tusk is absolutely one of the best mons we can have with or without Terra. I just think it's amazing. I love Latios. I love Terra Jolteon. The other things though are weird.
Eh,
there's like the speed tiers amazing. The utility the team has in general pretty good. I think it's a little bit low on momentum, but that's just my personal bias because I
yeah,
like to pivot a lot and just like three pivot mons. Um, I don't know
yeah.
if
It's
anybody else does. I don't think
it's
so.
flip turn
Volt switch
Ladios.
and U-turn, yeah,
Yes.
on Zoroark and Jolt.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it just checks most boxes, and it's just like a pretty solid team, honestly.
Yeah. Like Dear Jolteon is a demon like Terra Captain.
Mm,
Like I've seen that thing go wild. Like very often like it's very offensive. Like 110 is still pretty good. It's like really good. And like its
yeah,
speed at
you slap a
130.
choice back. Yeah, you
Yeah.
slap a choice back with 130 Terra Ice or Terra Grass. It's just really doing a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, Terra Ice, Terra Grass, Terra Fairy. Even like
And
teams that has a
having
weak electric. Terra Electric can just blow something back as well.
and the amount of like immediate firepower this team has to just get out there and do massive amounts of damage. You have Jolteon, Latios, and Zoroark, Porygon Z plus Duraludon all being able to like decently roll break and just hit really hard for no reason. And then on the physical side, you got Great Tusk, and you have uh what's it called, Cerulege, just absolute damage monsters out of nowhere, and it's just like really annoying to prep for because this is a team that has heavy damage and just like two, three really bulky mons to be able to absorb that pressure, and I think it works fine, even though like four of them are mono.
Yeah. Like monotypes are still
Sorry.
fine. Like Suicune is like, old gen demon and like I've seen people not as, like don't care about it as much in this gen, but I think it can definitely still do what it wants. Because it's like, it has its pressure stuff. It could, inner focus stuff, calm mindsets. Like you could still be like sub protects and all that stuff.
And I think it
Like
just works really well as being the double sponge with Amoonguss. And I think in a team like this, you kind of need that one to just sponge hits so you can position yourself, get prepped for what your next sequence is going to be. And I think like Suicune does it really well here, and Amoonguss is just really, really, really great utility. Love
yeah.
it.
The Terror Edge is also like round two, very interesting. And it being sniped before the ghosts was funny.
Yes. Definitely, definitely. Yeah. Again, like Porygon Z, I also think is a pretty decent Terra Captain, but I think Jolteon and Cerulege are just much much better.
Yeah.
And Cerulege is just so scary with weak armor, weakness policy, SD, Shadow Sneak. It's just so great. I think
Yeah.
like he showed it with the Shadow Sneak in Terra Ghost in week one, and it was just really effective.
Yeah. Fire and Ghost is so strong. Like it's
Mhm.
annoying to switch and deal with at times.
Yeah. The
Like
best like rapid spinner in my opinion is Great Test because it's like the one that's going to be using it mostly offensively
yeah,
to
it's
just sweep, which is always amazing. Galarian Weezing is really good. I think it's just a really really solid team. I really like it.
yeah. I think it's solid. Like we didn't talk about the three base 85 months. Like
Oh, true. I did not notice that. And the Great Test got 87. Yeah, it's a
yeah.
little bit.
It's a
Why does
little
Duraludon have 85 speed? That's a little too much for it, don't you think? But
it's
anyways,
it's a weird it's a funny one. But
yeah.
yeah.
I
Like,
think like the only thing this team struggles with is against like really good ground. Of like, of course, you have Great Tusk. It can just come in on those
yeah,
physical ground types, and you have two immunities, but one of them you might not be using because you might be using neutralizing gas. So it makes the team like, and if it's not using levitate, your team is very, very earth weak. So
yeah.
that's definitely something to keep in mind.
Like a mold breaker Excadrill could go stupid here.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely, definitely.
yeah,
Did
Tusk
did
can do it. I
anybody pick up Excadrill? I don't remember actually.
I feel like we do have a sand. Like, I feel like I remember we
I
have.
know it's in the other divisions. I'm pretty sure nobody picked up Excadrill. Let me check though. I could be very wrong.
Yeah, I'm checking now as
Uh,
well. Uh,
Excadrill is free.
it
It
is.
is up. Nobody
It.
picked it up.
I don't think you even picked up T-Tar either.
Yeah. So that combo is still in there if anybody needs the little change, you know.
Uh, yeah,
But yeah, what do you say? I think we this is a solid AT tier. I
yeah.
really like it.
I think it is a solid one. It is. It's the think. Yeah, I think solid A. Like, I think the ground weakness is probably the ground weakness, and the speed is good. Like,
Yeah.
it could still
It's
be better, but it's not like it's still like
yeah, I think it's still fine either way, you know.
yeah. Uh, like, are we saying above? Are we saying it's above?
Oh, I like it more. I like it a bit more, yeah. For me it
Noted
would be.
over electric
Yeah.
train.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably more consistent. I would say.
Yeah, exactly. Cause like still it's still Pincurchin. It's just still such
But
a bad mon.
like, to be fair, that might get T spikes and like it's still
Yeah.
Kirchen is funny. Now we got the Denver Bronzons.
Yes, we do. And now this team is really, really, really interesting because the first thing that stands out to me is the Thunditherian. I absolutely love this mon as a Terra captain. I think it's really good. So I'm with a Tad on that one. I think it's a Tad, how you say it. And in general, I just really like the Terra captains. I think our Boliva is just really good for a low tier Terra captain, and Avalok Hisui can definitely use the Terra to break out of that bad typing it has.
Yeah, and it's like as soon like with Terra involved, it becomes like a pretty good physical wall with that 184 defense. Like you just tear out of your type and like ghosts, like water. You just get really, fat on that side. Or yeah, Arbaliva
My
is fun.
hmm
Like
What I think is like really, really weird that stands out to me in this team is the speed tiers.
yeah, it's coming best.
They are atrocious,
It's
atrocious. It's just
slow.
horrible. Dragapult, huge gap. Terrakion Thundi, absurd gap, and Scizor. And when Scizor is your fourth fastest spawn at 65, that is odd. That is
You
really, really odd.
it's bad when Muck is faster than 4 of your other mons.
Yeah. Did they get any? Oh yeah, they got Slowking to go Trick Room, but like Tinglu, Arbalova, Avalug, it doesn't stand out as really like a Trick Room team.
Yeah, like I believe can be like Teen Lu, like Bandit Teen Lu, weakness policy. It can be very nasty. Like,
But is it worth it considering that like unfortunately Trick Room is not that great in singles, we all know, but and then you're using not great mons that are not exactly really good for the niche either. Is that really worth the trade-off?
yeah, like, mm, yeah, the team is weird. Like, there's a lot of mons I
It's odd,
like.
yeah.
Yeah, like
I
just going.
I like Dragapult. I like that. I think that's fine. Yeah, like
Yeah,
Dragapult is just really solid. But I think this team is just expecting Dragapult to do so much to carry, and Slowking to be just so crucial. If you can get into a rhythm with Arbalov and Slowking to be your main like defense mons and be able to hold off and brush off the opponent, that's something. But again, they are mons that you could abuse and set up on. Slowking does have the other wave, but still, Bolova is just very setup prone, even with Leech Seed and stuff like that. It's just pretty easy to set up on
uh-huh.
it.
It depends on the
I
mon. Like our
yeah.
it has 125 like space special attack. Like it's gonna still hit.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It does solid damage. But to me it's like Zapdos. It's kind of like it has that 125, but never usually investing too much into that. You're going more for bulk really. And so you really don't get to see that attack shine a lot,
Yeah.
but it's just a good base, yeah.
Yeah, but
And
also
then
the
Scizor, yeah, Scizor is nice. I unfortunately hate Bug Stab because it just seems like every damn team resists Bug Stab a lot, and it's just not all that great. Terrakion was one that I used recently, and I was very underwhelmed by it because when you need it most, it's going to be missing.
yeah, that stone miss is very not
Yeah,
fun.
I do like Muck though, as like a low tier budget grounded poison that can T spike, get
Yeah.
some bulk up curses, drain punch, shadow sneak, poison jabs with poison touch. I like it, but it just seems like the team doesn't have a lot of synergy in my opinion. Nobody really is benefiting from Slowking's chilly reception, aside from Ice Body Avalugg? Question
Ye-
mark?
Yes. Like the slow pivot's nice to get, pulled in, but this team kind of makes
Mhm.
Polt be a offensive mon most weeks instead of
Yeah.
it's like Polt like on a well-made team can be so many different sets, like specs, it can be screens, it can be just pivot, it could be status spam. Like I think like the slow king plus Teen Lu isn't too shabby because slow pivot into Teen Lu to get a little bit of like free leftovers or like a free switch in can be nice. And with Scizor as well, and like Bandit Scizor is pretty nasty. Like that coming off the base 130 with Technician Bullet Punch hurts. Like,
Yeah, I think maybe what you could do is like drop Terrakion in the Terran Avalugg and try to get something a little bit more threatening on the special side that like immediate threat or just another physical mon, but that's just very, very offensive and
yeah,
can maybe help get that speed tier a little bit up more.
yeah,
I don't know.
maybe
It's
some
just so slow, this team.
like it needs I feel like it needs something between the 101 and 65 like a base 80
Yeah,
like a base
exactly.
80 or 90 would be pretty good, like just something
Probably.
because right now base
Maybe drop
100
Avalugg, right?
uh yeah, unless like that's their only I think that's their only spinner. They do have defog with Scizor, but it's like but you don't want to really
Ah,
defog with Teen Lu when you're trying to get hazards up.
yeah.
Yeah, like when it comes to special offense, they do have the Thunderous, but Thunderous is kind of has to kind of carry that unless you like Specs Pole, which is Specs
Yeah,
is a
that's the thing.
fish
I think
good, but
Dundee just has to every time either be a setup set or just a spec set to just absolutely
yes,
output damage
Spec
like crazy. And
Scarf, Life Orb,
yeah,
Agility stuff. Yeah,
and it's kind of gonna be also like very easy to find out what set it's gonna be because if it's a spec scarf set, you want it to come out and just continue to do damage. And if you're holding on to it for a long time, it's probably going to be a setup sweeper. And
yeah,
of course, like Dundee with agility and things like this just go off, and they do have a lot of light screeners and reflectors to be able to put it in a position where it can set up and just win the game on the spot with the Terra. But again, Dragapult and Dundee to me just have to do so much heavy lifting offensively that it's
yeah.
wild.
Some sets are forced. Like I like Scissor could be
Hmm.
SD, but like I feel like Banded Scissor is going to be like mostly broad. I feel like
Yeah,
because like that's your physical breaker, really. Uh,
I agree.
yeah. What are we feeling about this? Like, where are we?
I would say C.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just to me, there's just like too many flaws right there that just
yeah. Like that speed and like base
yeah
100 can be adamant very easily. We're saying C, right?
yeah. I'm saying C. Yeah.
Yeah, I think C makes sense. Like,
Like it's playable, but it just has a lot of
yeah,
mon just have a lot to shoulder on certain specific roles.
yeah, it could like the team could surprise us. Like it,
Hmm.
yeah. We just have to see. We
Yeah.
have Up next, we have the New York Red Bouffalants.
Yes, which
This is
is co-star.
Willows.
Yes, our lovely Willow.
Yeah.
So, um, I don't know. I think like this team, I love the type chart. I just love a clean little type chart. I'm a sucker for that because it's just nice to see no glaring weaknesses, even if some of those mons are kind of like, eh, are they really coming? Like, honestly. But we see
Hey, don't,
Darkrai as a first pick.
don't
We see
sleep on
Quaquaval.
Haunter.
Yeah, Quaquaval's amazing. I think it's a really good mon. Salamence. I just love me some Terra Salamence. I don't know about you. I think it's just great. I think it's
Yeah.
fallen off a bit. I think less people are really
Like,
utilizing it that much
yeah.
lately.
It increased in popularity, but it's calmed down a bit.
Yeah.
But it's
Mew is
like Terra
yeah,
Mantis
continue.
can be both physical or special. I
Mhm.
was talking to Willow during drafting, and I was asked like he was asking me like what Terra, and I was like Terra Mints is very nice. It's very scary. If they have to they have to prep for that. It's because you got your
Agree.
Moxie, you got your Intimidate. Like you could be special, you could be a bulky like Terra with Roost. If your typing's good, you could have Terra Toxicity in the back. Like Terra normal Toxicity hurts. Like
Agree. I also think like um my thing was like the first five picks I really enjoy because you're putting up a lot of utility and a lot of strong mons. You have a special breaker with really good speed. You have a great mon that can just go off and also gives you rapid spin. You have Terramance, which is amazing. Mew is, for creative players, is a really great mon. It can just do a lot in well almost anything basically.
yeah,
Klefki is a good mon for a good screen setter, good prankster mon, can get T-waves, magnet rises, all that good stuff. And then to me, it kind of just like fell off and kind of became really weird. Um,
uh,
Toxicity, yeah, it can do a lot of damage, but it is a really odd mon because it's just so slow. It needs to get that shift gear off to be a really, really big threat, unless you
like
can always position it well. And like this team does have enough momentum to do so, but it's not really a lot of slow pivots.
yeah, the pivots are like pretty fast, but it's
Hmm.
like Choice
Yeah, 'cause
Scarf can still be fine on here. Like it's not too bad speed. Like
I think it can work. I just think like with you having a Terra Salamis, are you really going to really want a Terra Toxicity?
yeah, like
And
but it also gives them their grounded poison, which I think it gives them the ground poison and electric type, which they didn't really have. They did have one when they first
what I
draft.
find really odd is I don't tend to like grounded poisons that are very frail and or removers that are frail also. So like Kokavo and Chinchino, and they have no defoggers. So these mons cannot be taking hits.
You say
And
I
what?
I disagree with Quaquaval. Like Fizzstaff Quaquaval was actually a real mon. Like that mon can be
Uh,
very annoying. Like Rocky Helmet.
8580. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
just never tend to see it like that. I just always see more like offensive variants.
yeah,
So it can definitely be mons that can get chipped out, and like these rocks can really hazards in general. I think can really go off on this team, especially because I don't think toxicity is also that mon that you're bringing every week. It's not
yeah,
a must for the team. So T spikes could really be good here.
yeah. Like I see top four pretty much coming each week because the top four is really good.
Hmm.
Like keys can probably
Yeah,
come every week as well. Like it's like you get your spikes, you get your screens. Like there's setup sets that I've seen do work and that like
yeah. What's annoying is that you can get really status by this team out of nowhere and
yeah,
pivoted on, so it can really definitely do a lot with its momentum.
yeah, the momentum is very nice.
And like five encore users, damn. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
setup.
You could easily get trapped on trying to set up on this team. Yeah.
Yeah, like don't sleep on the Haunter. Like that's that fills at 95, but it has base 115. Like it's not a bad it's not a bad ghost type. Like Scarf,
Could take a
like
hit with Eviolite also.
yeah, you could maybe take a hit with Evilite, but most weeks you're gonna be you want to be that offensive, Scarf
Hmm.
said maybe Specs if they're like like their thing isn't that good. Like the speed tiers are pretty good as well. I feel
Hmm.
like
I think
it's
it's just more like the weird synergy we have with the after the top five, and the fact that this is a team that can get chipped out, and we're down a lot, a lot, a lot.
yeah the team's pretty like HO towards I would say
Mhm.
like you don't want the game to last super long. I feel with it. I could
Yeah.
be wrong, but
And again, like if you have Klefki and you're able to just have such a good screen setter with Prankster, and you're able to bring in Nasty Plot Darkrai, Quaquaval getting his procs up, Salamence D-dancing, Mew doing his shenanigans, and out of nowhere, it can be like really, really scary. Maybe I would try to switch like the Terra type from Rotom Frost to Chinchino, maybe? Because I
maybe
actually think Chinchino is a really good Terra captain, but again, like are you using it over Salamence and then Toxtricity? I don't think so, but I
yeah.
just think the poor man's mouse hood is kind of cool with Terra.
Yeah. I like to say poor man's. Chino is more expensive than Mousehole, by the way. Pretty sure.
I actually I actually think I prefer mouse hood just because it's actually cheaper. Yeah,
Like,
I think is the worst version. Not gonna lie.
uh, yeah.
What are you feeling about the team? A B tier?
Yeah. I think B, like solid B. I would put it above mine. Yeah. Would I?
I think that's still up for debate. I'm not sure about which one I
With,
like more, but
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, we just put it in like it is for now.
Are you ready for the greatest team next though?
Uh, the
This is
Sandra.
SS. This is SS period.
Yeah, the person
San
who
Jose
snipes.
Pancakes. So this man, I just want to give a huge shout out to this man because the Rude, actually, I actually did Terra Raging Bolt, Lando T, and Cinderace in GFL. Got first seed in that just recently with this trio, and like to see it another player drafted is just really cool, and I love it. It works so well together. Lando just gives them both all the utility they need while also giving them the backup damage on any side they need. Cinderace just goes off. I think it's just a really good mon. It's good speed tier. It hits really well. Libero is such a good skill. Core change is always amazing. Makes your opponents have to think twice about bringing hazards to you. Uh, Everybody that knows me knows that I think Terra Raging Bull is the best mon in the game right now. We even like, I think it was in mod chat that I sent like, do you guys think we should ban Terra Raging Bolt because of just how ridiculous I feel it is, and I know you also shared
Yeah.
that same feeling.
Yeah.
Jirachi, really solid mon. Keldeo, I think is amazing, although I do think it does suffer a bit without the Terra. Clefable,
Yeah.
I think is the best fairy in my opinion, apart from Iron Vow because of just how much utility it provides. I think Unaware is such an invaluable skill to have in stopping setup and just like everything Clefable brings to the table. Skunk Tank is a really good budget grounded poison. Dark resist gets you your toxic spikes. Um, and then the two weird things for me were Bramble Gaston for a draft.
I I like Bramble Gas. Like it gives him a spinner, and if you land your moves, like it does numbers.
Yeah,
Like
but you saw like in TFC, I don't like Bramble, but
yeah.
that's a me thing. Like this is definitely my problem. I just don't feel the mon performs or does what people expect it to do. Like sure, as a spinner, I think it's a good spinner because if a ghost wants to come in, it can actually do something with that ghost. So it does have to think twice. But otherwise, I really don't like it. Like it does have good things. Train Sap is really good and stuff like this, but Infiltrator is a very niche good ability. But I don't know. I'm not a very big fan.
Yeah. Like removal, they have a nice spinner, but they also have their one of like the best like removal options with Cinderace with core change. It's very good.
Yes.
definitely gonna
Yeah,
get sniped
exactly.
on both Cinderace and Jirachi.
I like Giraffe as a mod, but like if you see singles, I've struggled to see it really do anything. Sure, it can wish, it can set chains, it can T-wave, it can do some stuff, but in reality, it just always seems to fall short. And this is a team that's not going to benefit off Trick Room at all, basically, unless you're facing like an ultra speed team to bring in Trick Room Raging Boat. But like, I think it's good.
Your mic has decided to go staticky, by the way. Don't know.
Oh, no. Did it fix it?
Doc?
Hello?
Yep, you sound better now.
Okay.
We're good.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, like the team is very like the speed tiers are good. Like no 110 is not end of the world. Like they don't have a 120 like 125 mon. But to be fair, they have a lot of pivots, like with Lando, Cinderace, Rock. Like they're after they have pivots with like their top five all have pivots of some kind. Like Giraffe Rig has Baton Pass, like a slow Baton Pass, which is a pivot still. So I know that Clef has been like more people have been on Clef this gen, but I've seen the Clefs this gen go off as well. So that's
Oh yeah,
a
I definitely am a big fan of it.
yeah, it's a scary mon. Like they drafted well in the sense of they're like, I don't need no other Terra captain. I'm Terran Bolt. I was like, yeah, I would as well. Like, is there?
Uh, and like their only really big standout weakness is ground, but like Terra Raging Bolt can actually just Terra out of it. And I would say also like it would be nice to have a second option for Terra, but Raging Bolt is just demanding on that Terra, and it does not care. And I don't really think you have any other reason to bring another Terra besides this, so I'm fine with it also as being a only Terramon. But like I said, in general, I just really like this team. These are a
Yeah,
lot of monsters I like. The Jirachi, I think, is a bit fake in terms of the 100 base speed because, like as all mythicals are, most of them don't go offensive every week, or they're just very utility focused and focus a bit more on bulk. So it's never running that max 100 speed. But then again, you have 91, still gonna force people to be able to have to run speed natures. So I
yeah.
think it's fine.
You have to respect Jirachi most of the time because,
Stirring Grace
like,
is a pain.
yeah, like this team is like for the Monzo, their team is like old gen like staples. Lando T, Jirachi, Keldeo, Clef. Like those was like not
Jane supporting Raging Bolt.
yeah. Like both Usum and like Oras. Like those mons
Mm,
were top tier. So it's
yeah,
it has that old gen, feeling with like
yeah.
some cool like newer stuff.
To me, this is an easy A. Honestly, I
Yeah,
really like the scene.
this is definitely an easy A. Which
It's the Digger's B.
yeah, the pancake.
Yeah,
Uh, this could be an S as well. I could,
yeah. I think potentially it could. Yeah.
yeah, either like top of A or like S. Like, we
Hmm.
put in A for now, and we can move stuff
Yeah.
like we said.
Hmm.
I mean,
All right.
now,
Let's pick up the pace. Next up, we have the Chicago Gliscors, coached by Brave Manny. And I'm sorry if I butcher any names. Okay. Um, Forgive me. And also, I don't think I said it, but sorry for my voice. It's not usually like this. My throat is not well. But anyways, we are here. We are on the grind to make a very questionable PR. So, what are your first thoughts on this team?
my first thought is, this team has very nice speed tiers when it comes to it. Like, they don't have a base at 100, but they have that 106 and the 91, which mean
Mhm.
like it doesn't mean that like they have to have it. Like, Reds fills that role pretty well. And they have the staple Greninja Iron Treads, which is very common drafted together. And like, I kind of like that they didn't go Tergrin. Like Tergrin is very nice. It's really strong, But they also have like two really good tier captains, in my opinion. When it comes to the middle tier, which with Mesprit and Lycan Rock Dust, like those two mons can do a lot. Like offensive, like pressure with Lycan Rock. I can't speak.
The
And
Rock Dog.
yeah, Rock Dog. And like Mesprit, like with Terra, like yes, it has that support in set, but Terra opens up its like setup sets, like Terra Fairy, Calm Mind, Draining Kiss sets are so scary to deal with.
I forget how like really cool the spread on Mesprit is because like 105 is very respectful if you're able to get like some setup going.
Yeah, and it's a respectable base 80 mon as well. Like,
Out of the three, I think Mesprit is the worst without a doubt, but I don't think it's a bad mon. I do think it's a good mon. I like it. The Lycan Rock, I agree with you. I think it's a good Terra Captain. I'm just very surprised that they opted for two like middle tier, lower tier Terra Captains instead of um getting a higher tier one. And that to me is just like really, really odd, especially because like they doubled up on some types that I think is just so weird. I'm not a fan of double poison at all because, of course, ground weakness is, I think, a very big problem. And Vileplume, as much as I love Vileplume, it does not get toxic spikes. And you kind of got overkill there. And what are you going to really do with Vileplume aside from just strength sap and whatnot? I
straight
don't
steps.
really enjoy it that much here in this team. So I think it was kind of like a map pick. Rotom Wash, Iron Threads, Greninja is fine. I am also not a very big fan of Greninja, but this is personal bias because I used it to absolutely very bad effect when I had it. It just did. I think it got like one kill in 6 games. It was horrible. It literally brought my team down. So I just feel like it's always lacking damage, and that's my problem with it. It's just never enough, even though it has that god speed tier. And
Yeah.
then, but then gouging fire to me is like the big staple of the team. As like this is the
Yeah.
boss of the team. This is the big guy. This is
Unless that's
who we're gonna play for,
how
and I
do
love that mod.
we let round four gouge and fire happen? I just realized.
Yeah, I think we had a lot of definitely odd decisions in most divisions. I think like even Urshifu Rapid didn't get drafted in
Uh,
this division, if I'm not mistaken.
no, both did. They both went
Oh no,
drafted
they
round
did. Did yeah.
four. I think one just got dropped. Just getting
Oh yeah,
dropped.
Shiyu I thought was very surprising. I did not expect Shiyu to not be drafted.
I've thought about
But
picking
yeah,
up Shiyu. Like, if offensively, that mon is really cool.
don't give away your plans, man. Don't give away your plans. These people are gonna jump on it.
Yeah, and they're totally gonna jump on the Chiyu.
All right. Yeah, I think like I also think it's funny because we have three dark types in this team.
Yeah,
that's
but
that's a lot of
Dark
evil
Spam,
going on.
like Dark Spam's fine. Like, and like both Overcoat and Sableye are both not weak to fighting.
Yeah,
One,
and they all have different roles, all three of them.
yeah, I think, and I do like the Rotom Wash. It's like a bulky
Oh yeah, it's solid.
pivot for this team. And I disagree when it comes to Greninja. He definitely was using it weirdly because Life Orb set is nasty. Choice Spec sets. You could be Scarf if you want to be a counter Scarf.
Yeah,
But like that Life Orb Battle Bond sets are very scary. But
it's just
like,
issue for me for sure.
yeah,
The Habani and Greninja match made it.
this is
And I also do like Sableye. I think like Sableye is a mon that like it's a very cheap mon that can put in a decent amount of work, spin blocker, and you do have some pretty good hazard game.
correct.
But this team, so I think it's just really good. And Iron Thread is just amazing. I think it's like one of the best second round picks for sure because of just how much it brings to the table.
Yeah, the Prankster screen to Sableye Prankster Encore, so that
Mhm.
like if a team has very much like setup threats, Sableye with Prankster Encore, if they're not like Terra Dark or just Dark in general, will just get put down. They have they have three like screen users, but all three of them have both screens, which is pretty good.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I
and one
like,
is a prankster mon, which is always good.
yeah. And like status spam's okay. 2 will-o-wisp users, 3 thunderwaves. Like, and their
No,
pivots are not bad either here. They have 2 volt switch users and 2 U-turn users.
I would probably like if I were to make changes, I would think like just trading Vileplume for something that could help more on the bulk side.
Yeah,
I know like Vileplume is a Pokemon, but again, like the doubling on the poison type, I'm not a very big fan of.
yeah,
I think Vileplume is kind of redundant in this team,
yeah.
and
Like,
getting something that could actually help Rotom and Overquill and Mesprit and Threads all be like to be able to take hits and share that burden a bit more for Grand Gouging Lycanroc, I think would be better.
yeah. Like,
What would you rate this team?
I think the team is like pretty good. I like the team in general. Like, it's very solid.
I
Like,
think we can put it at like A for now and probably put the San Jose Pancakes to S. I would probably do that.
yeah, that is the Gly score. And we said put it
Yeah.
in A and put the pancakes in S.
Also, by the way, I really like some logos here, especially the San Jose Pancakes, and I just love the little Chicago Gliscors one. I think it's just like so nice.
Yeah. Playing some ball, Baker speed.
And
It's
we've
so
yet
fun.
to reach my favorite logo so far.
Yeah. There's some funny ones.
That's gonna be the last one. I left the last one for last.
Alright. We have is is there a logo? This called Iron Heads. Okay, that's
It's
pretty.
Ironheads because Ager likes to Ironhead people apparently.
Yeah.
And as a good Ironheader, he brought Corviknight, which I dig. You gotta stay true to what your team does and what it's about. Gotta
Yeah.
have that steely steel mon.
And they're like from first look and that like speed tiers, nice. Like Corv, I like Corv as that like pivot mon.
Mm,
Like, yes, it's gonna come in and usually just pivot, but gives you defog as well. Iron defense sets can go wild with body press. Power trip is a natural threat some weeks. Like,
I honestly love this team. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's just really fun. It looks on. It's got a great Terra captain. Terra
yeah,
Zarud is really good. I actually like. This was a little bit of a controversy because I did price it a bit lower than what we usually see, if I'm not mistaken. Because
you
uh,
definitely
I
did.
I definitely think it has fallen. Like, but this is just like what I've been seeing in some other leagues. It hasn't been popping off or just being that absolute menace as seen it like when I first started draft. But I think it's just still a very, very good one of the like top five best Terra captains without a doubt. Top three maybe. Corv, amazing. Glow King with Excalibur. Oh, love it. Terra Kilowattrel. Again, you have Terra Jarud, which is probably going to be your Terra almost all weeks. But Terra Kilo is really good. Swampert is amazing. Terra Guard is also a nice Terra Captain. Salazo's that really annoying fast Mon. And then we got Stantler. He's just a nice guy. He's there.
He's just here. Like
Yeah,
Stanler,
intimidate user,
intimidate.
He's there to mess up Spectre. We all know that.
Yeah, like, but it
Oh,
has
never
strength
mind. A
sap.
base 65 special defense. No, no, forget
That
what I said.
that thing can have evil eye, you know.
Oh yeah, true, true,
Yeah, don't
true.
forget
There's
that.
word here now.
You know.
I'm sorry. There's just nobody uses Stantler, unfortunately, so I'm
Yeah,
not very used to it.
we love silly little
Uh,
guys. I like the team a lot. Like,
yeah, I think it's fast. It's good. Hits hard. It can take hits for sure. You got a regenerator on. Great pivots. You filled out basically every checkbox and checklist you need, except for maybe like the stealth rock. Again, just Swampert. Swampert is a great stealth rocker, but he's
mm,
going to be relegated to that very often, and
there's no,
that's not good.
there's no. Let me. There's no
There's no spinner. There's no
spikes. There's no spikes. I don't think. Yeah, there's no spikers.
and there's no spinner. That
Yeah,
is an issue.
like they have defog, but they're also not really setting up a lot of hazards, which means they don't really have to care as much. I'd assume. But like most
Although hazards
weeks,
are actually good on them against like Stealth Rocks is really good against them.
yeah, rocks against them. Yeah, they. I feel like it's a lot of boots. I feel like they're gonna be bringing top 3 and then back Swampert most weeks. I feel. Like
I agree.
Kilo can come, but it depends on. It's a weird one.
Yeah, I think like Kilo is very underrated, honestly. For
Uh,
its price, its
yeah.
speed,
Oh, I
and
like
it's
Kilo a lot. Like
the
Kilo.
tailwind U-turn out of like the volt absorbers and ground types. Also have the volt switch. Spread aids like it's nobody's business. Budget Zapdos is a good mod.
Yeah, I actually thought about drafting it like originally when I was doing stuff.
Oh, I was very excited to have it actually. I think it's just really really fun to use.
Yeah,
Um, and I think Gardevoir is like a really good choice scarf. I really like it
yeah,
at that role.
yeah. It's a good choice scarfer. It doesn't need Terra. Like Terra is nice with it, but it doesn't need it.
And you do have two grounded poison types, so like Toxic Spikes isn't going to be very good against you. But I feel they do similar, different enough roles that it's not going to be a very big issue, especially since you have double immunity on Earth and on ground types, and they don't really mess you up having these two. So I think just it's just a really really good team. Just like the rock weakness and ice weakness most teams do have. It's an issue, but ice types are going to be mostly special, and then Glowking can just really absorb that. Salazzle can deal with that, and
Yeah,
I just like really would like a spinner here because I think
yeah.
that would be good to have a spinner.
A spinner would be nice. Like
Yeah,
I think Zarude is kind of forced to carry when it comes to like there's like depending on the Terra, like carry it to for some resistances.
is there
Like
any spinner that's 1 point that you could trade for Stantler maybe?
they're pro.
Delibird, get Delibird.
He's so
That's
funny.
it. That's literally all you need. It gets you spikes. It gets you your rapid spin. There you go.
Yeah,
Fix your team, man. No
build
problem.
yeah. Have HO just lead focus stash. That works.
Yeah.
Where do we want to? I would probably say B tier. Like
Top
probably
of B.
yeah, top of B
Top of
because
B.
it
Yeah.
like because the team is solid. It just has some things that could make that could get abused.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed.
Okay. Next up, is it City Ghost Typhlosions?
Yes. It's coached by I think it's Gwenyan how you
It
say it,
is
but like
Gwen. Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to call him Onion. I don't
Gotcha.
care. Blame Orange for this. Or was it Magic Potato? I don't know. It was one of the Erderbs or
Blame one of the other
fruity shit.
mods. Yep.
Yeah. Um this team is so odd. It is
The-
so
I
weird. I
like,
think it's just the most out there team we've seen.
but I'm gonna be honest. The three tier captains, all three of them have merits each week. Like,
I think the top six I really do like.
yeah,
Like I love the top six.
top like
Again, the triple poison,
it's funny.
eh,
It's funny,
yeah,
but
iffy, but like okay, sure. Two of them are Terra captains, so that's okay. I like Tentacruel because it's your spinner. It gets you toxic spikes. I think it gets spikes also, right? I don't remember.
yeah,
Anyways, I think
Glassware
so.
gets
Yeah.
all hazards except sticky web.
Flip t- Flip turn, haze, it gets ice moves, it's always good. I just think it's a very good row compression mon. So I really, really dig it for a little price of 9 points. So it's fine. Meow is just a staple. It's a great mon. Patch is amazing. It's a good Terra Captain. Gliscor. I am not that huge fan of Gliscor, but I think it has its worth.
I
It
like
just
Glassware.
lately I've seen people just click Swords Dance on it, and
Yeah,
I
most
I don't
are
know. I think it's a
Terra.
Stallmon. Yeah, I just think it's a Stallmon. If it's a Stallmon, I think it's great. If you're clicking SD, I never see it really actually do anything.
I'm gonna be honest.
Terra Iron Moth is amazing.
I've used
Good
Skyscore
skin.
before, and that mod has put in like the finest of work. Not, I ran like most weeks. Ran Protect, Toxic, and then a Hazard, and then some move. Like it's one of those mods that like a lot of people like run and U-turn with it. Like it lost Roost, which makes it it has to rely on its ability, but its ability's so good.
Yes.
But you could be like you could be still like hypercutter and like anti hypercutter stuff. Like there's some cool stuff you can do with it.
No, I think it's a good mon. I just don't like. splitting the roles that it can do. I think if it's
Yeah,
a utility tank Stolimon for the team, it's great. It's amazing. I'm not it's kind of, but I also feel like this about Overkill. I didn't even mention in the Overkill team. It gets SD, but I really never see that SD really translating into anything. It just seems like they lack the damage, they lack the speed to actually get it done.
yeah. Overkill needs rain mostly. Like it wants
Yeah.
a rain setter to help out with that.
Hoopa
Uh,
Unbound is a Terra Captain in Iron Moth I really like. I think
yeah,
Hoopa Unbound is just really
their
fun.
their
Just
team
seeing
is
that thing be
often
choice banned, the only thing I think rivals are Saloon and just brute forcing its way out of
like
everything.
banded specs. Like it could be scarf, can be AUV. Like Open Bound is a scary mon. Like even like there's a lot of U-turners, but if you find that matchup that doesn't have a lot of good U-turners, like Hoopa can just stay
Or
its
you can get them in to Terra before.
yeah. You
And Iron Moth is just such a great Terra Captain. Iron Moth is just
that
a
mon's
mod that you need to
yeah,
prep for. You need to have answers every time, or
yeah.
it will take.
Yeah, you can't like that mon is like you could see like Meow plus Iron Moth go round 1 and 2.
And
Like,
see, now this is where this team gets really odd.
yeah. The lower
Like,
tier
I,
guys
I know people like the Ansi. I hate the Ansi. I've said it before. It just
I'm
seems to fall
big
short of whatever it wants to do. It has
uh
such good bases, but that HP stat kind of mitigates it to be able to be chipped out very, very fast.
yeah. You're not
And
wrong.
Flamigo, I feel without Terra lacks a bit also, but again, you have
Yeah, it's
three beasts.
115 and it's a good scarfer.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. But
Yeah.
it just feels like it needs that touch extra.
Some
Jump bluff, I have no idea. What
no
does it do?
sleep
Get
on them.
spore? It's the
No, it
fast
doesn't it
spore
doesn't
mon.
it doesn't get
It doesn't
spore.
get spore? Are you serious?
No, it doesn't. Game Freak don't give fast spore.
And that's true. Well, it kind of makes sense, but yeah, like I'm not a fan of the mon. Like I think it can do some things
Yeah.
definitely, but
Like straight
I don't
up
know
could
how much it's
be
contributing. Yeah, Red Ice I think is just bad,
it's just
honestly.
funny. Also,
Yeah, like it's
Diancie,
funny,
I'm just saying.
but Umbreon I will defend. I have to. I mean, yeah, obviously. It's my
So,
mascot. And I think actually Umbreon is a really good, decent sponge. I think SV messed it up because it does not get toxic this gen, and that's a very, very big
Amaran
problem
does.
for it. No, it doesn't. This gen it does not get toxic. I'm pretty sure, or am I
It gets it.
nuts? Let me check.
It's on the toxic thing. This is
Oh no, but this gets Natdex, I think.
yeah, but
Hang
it
on.
still gets toxic. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've been toxic stalled by this mon before, and flattery.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Oh, it does get toxic. Wait, they gave it back to it. I know it lost it in one of gen. Anyways, all right. Forget my fumble.
yeah.
Sorry. So yeah, Umbreon's amazing. I think it's just a very good budget SpongeBon.
Also, just saying, Trick Room Diancie is a big threat. That mon,
Oh
like
yeah,
Power Herb, is I love like that type of Diancie set because like with your offensive mons, you get your offensive mons to chip everything down. You get Trick Room up, Power Herb, you get Meteor Beam, get +1. You could just sweep. Like it's it's a very scary like Trick Room user.
this team also does have a really good hazards for sure.
It does. It has two really good spikers and rockers with the Gliscor and Diancie. Like even Meow gets offensive spikes, you know. And,
I
you know,
just think this team has a few too many weaknesses in terms of how you can hit it. And unfortunately, even though you have three great Terra captains, and that's annoying to prep, the minute that first one Terras, the other ones are not terraing, obviously, so you can just really abuse it and do what you initially had planned for them.
yeah.
So I think it's good, but I think it's odd. It's very weird how it plays. It does have good speed tiers, and it just has a lot of things it can do, but I think it just lacks the also maybe special power aside from Iron Moth.
It's Hoop Unbound has 170 special.
Sure,
Yeah,
I always see that using physical. But,
yeah.
yeah,
Like Their special offense
But
isn't
is
bad.
is this an A team? I don't think this would be an A team. Maybe.
You heard it. Like, where's which logo is it? It is the Typh. Yeah, bro, it's a Typhlosion. So you heard it's a D team. It's not A team. So it's a joking. Uh, I could see it. Like,
Or do you want to put it at A?
uh, it's either low A or top of B. I think it's better than Ironheads. I feel because I
Let's
think
put it at top of B
offensively,
for now.
yeah,
We
because I
can
think
forget it
offensively
later.
it's better than the Tears of Rude stuff.
Hmm.
It's like Petch is just a demon on its own. Like it doesn't need a Terra. The option to have it Terra
Oh
is
yeah,
really nice,
the
but
the top six to me are just amazing. I just don't like what comes after really. But again,
yeah,
you can run that top six most of the times. Plus Umbreon, and we've seen in week one, Umbreon actually really put in work
yeah.
and was useful. So yeah,
Umbreon is a mon that makes me cry when I have to play against it. I love using
you're lucky
it.
I didn't draft it this time because I recently drafted it. But yeah,
Yeah, I actually thought about
um,
drafting Umbreon as well. That was actually on my board if I didn't go Mandy.
that's the first time I've seen an Umbreon. No, I've seen it being sniped from me before, like 3 times, and then
Yeah.
I gave up on using it, and then nobody picked it up. It's like,
It also has Baton Pass, so it's slow pivot.
yeah.
Toxic,
Hmm.
Baton Pass, Wish. Like, Petron with a Wish. Like, slow pivot with Wish. Ooh, like, Nasty Plot
That can
Patch
also
is a real
counter some of
mon.
its weaknesses. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, Patch is just a demon. Like, let's
Agreed.
moving on to the Boston Celebies.
I want to put this at F tier because I don't like the Boston Celtics, but okay.
uh,
All right. Territorn, amazing. What are you gonna say about that? It's just beast. Such a good speed tier, great special attack, a nice base 100 physical to U-turn out also and get some chip, regenerator, and Terra. What more do you want?
yeah, good
It's also
speed.
like a very fast
Yeah.
taunt and Cormon. Like this team actually has 3 fast taunters and Incormons. That is annoying to deal with.
There's,
Holy.
yeah. They might not have, a base 110, but they got 3 base 120s.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the weirdest speed tiers because they have like 3 lightning fast mons, and then Tinkerton is pretty decent. Samurot's respectful, and then the other ones are just like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Like,
Um,
they have a really
Sneasler,
good,
Sneasler.
yeah. Sneeze
I
or
don't know.
Sneasler.
It is a
Like,
good mon, yeah. It's
like
decent.
they're gonna be running it how I like it, just from the original, from first look. Being the toxic, like poison touch, banded, scarf sets, like they can do good. Like there could be like the unburdened ones. I feel like for this team, it wants to be like a bandit. It wants to be scarf. It wants to just come in, click a button, get out.
And having a mon like Sinistcha that can just stay in for days
It's a
and
great
work
spin
off.
blocker. Like,
Yeah, but especially because like I want my mons that can take on my Sinistcha to be poisoned, so eventually they have to get out, and Sinistcha will always outlive that exchange. So like, it's a good support for Sinistcha in my opinion, also while doing tons of damage.
yeah. It also 1v1s most of like the top spinners.
Hmm.
Like Great Tusk, like it might have Ice Spinner, but Sincha can just beat it up with its stab
Bunch
plus
of
straight
gotcha
stab.
burns and strength. Yeah.
Yeah,
Samurott Hisu Hammerot, I am not a fan. I've said it before. Every time you want this spawn to hit ceaseless edges, it does not. And it just does nothing much more other than that, in my opinion. It's just really lackluster. It just feels like it lacks damage, it lacks versatility in what it can do. I think it hit 4 week 1. I don't know which division was, but I saw Hammerot hit 4 ceaseless edges, and I thought that was the craziest thing ever because I've never seen
yeah.
that happen. But in general, I think it's a very fraud mon. It can be really good, but
I
a lot
think
of times it's just not doing it.
like for me when it comes to Hammerod and that, it's a mon that it isn't claiming kills, but you're getting your spikes up. Like yes, your spikes can miss, but it's sharpness boosted, like dark move,
Oh yeah,
which
no, when
it's
it lands, when it does what it's supposed to, it's amazing.
yeah.
It's just a problem that more often than not, it is not doing.
Yeah, like Like Sneasler plus like Hammerod are like two really nice scarfers for this team. Like Scarf,
Yeah,
like Hammerod has a nice speed tier, so the Scarf still does really good. Like
agree. I think like 85 in 90 is like the perfect for Scarfer.
yeah, 90 Scarfers at speed, the 120 mons if I remember.
I love Tink, and I
Yeah,
think it works fine here. I think it just roll compresses so much for this team as being the fairy and
gives you a
the
steal as
your
well.
steel type. Yeah, and it just offers a lot of utility. I think like there's not a single person that plays draft that does not like Tink on their team because it's just so useful.
Yeah, like it's
And pickpocket is fun also.
yeah, pickpocket, like airborne stuff,
Mm, yeah.
like own tempo blocks intimidate, which is a really cool
Mhm.
like thing. Mold breaker. So no one drafted Hatterene because I've looked at that. But if there's Hatterene, like it could just get rocks up without any mold breaker.
Sure. Mhm.
Airborne pickpocket, like we said, or resist berry pickpocket was also good like encore user. It can do light screen and reflect stuff.
And
Like
I also feel like Tinkaton works really well with Sinistra.
yeah, like it's a very nasty because the dark types tank can sometimes.
And Sinistra does have heat proof, which is pretty nice also to since it's also going to be probably very bulky every time.
Yeah,
Cyclozar, great
that's
pivot,
Charles right
great
there.
great spinner. I think Cyclozar is just a really good glue bond. It just helped your team a lot in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
Can run special sometimes, and I love those eject pack thingies
yeah.
with Draco Meteor and stuff. They're so fun.
Jetpack. You have gives you your spinner, gives you U-turn options. Like Charles is pretty cool of a guy. Like
Yeah.
he's just and
And Josh, I'm going to say one thing, man. The next three I love because I think Sinistra, Dragonite, and Rhyperior can all run weakness policy to such great extent.
yeah,
Like multi-scale weakness policy, uh, clicking a D dance is the scariest thing in
yeah,
sight. Getting the with the solid rock, you also getting the weakness policy and being able to Terra to force taking some hits is just amazing. And Sinisha can also just like out of nowhere you hit it with a move that it's not supposed to get hit by, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, it's just going to be doing so much of matcha gacha and healing back. So I
yeah,
really like those three in general. And I think as a secondary Terra Captain, Rhyperior is amazing.
yeah. Right here and like Terra up here is very nice. It also is one of the mons that still has rock polish.
Mm,
I'm pretty sure.
yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah. I've seen a Rhyperior 6-0 someone with the rock polish sword stance.
I've seen it more often than not,
Yeah.
actually.
I
Yeah.
said right on, I'm Rhyperior.
Yes, with Terra also, right?
Yeah. It's
Crockler is also like a very nice. I usually don't like to get second stage mons, but like this is a good EVA light user, and it's
yeah.
really good and annoying
Unaware.
mon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can definitely do a lot.
It has its matchups. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, it's I like I like it in general. It's a good
This
yeah.
team also can spam knockoff quite easily
Yeah, they have a
and
lot of
just really get a
knockoff.
lot of advantages. Yeah, because like I would argue that you need somebody there in the 110 speed tier. I think it would be really nice just to fix it up.
Yeah.
But Tinkaton is there,
That's
and
your
it's just you can just do so much with spamming knockoff with this team that it's really hard for other teams to be able to scarf you
yeah.
and just outpace this really really fast team. So most often than not, you have that 120 speed tiers just going off and really being able to utilize that speed to just do damage and pivot
Yeah.
around a lot and get into good position. So I really dig this team.
Yeah. And, like
I
imagine
think Josh
dealing
did
with
a nice job.
like terrifying torn like specs. Looks crazy like
Mhm.
can go crazy. Bane and Dragon, like it's what? Like you talked about weakness
And flying
policy.
does tend to be a hard type to resist. A lot of teams do tend to either have the as weakness or just a
Yeah,
normal type
it's
that
they
can be
need
spammed on.
they need a Terra Electric mon usually. I happen
Yeah.
to have one of I have one of the better torn like counters.
But it does also get like earth power, so like
It
yeah,
doesn't. It doesn't get Earth
does it?
Power. No, it has to be
Which
Terra
one has
Ground, Terra
that?
Blast.
Oh yeah, true, true, true. See,
Yeah,
Terra gets me confused sometimes. But yeah,
yeah. I
yeah, I think like arguably apart from like a 110 mon, I think this seems really
yeah,
decent.
I think this is an A tier at least.
I agree. I'd put it at an A tier.
Uh, I feel like it's what was the team again? I don't remember. Wasn't that?
I think we put it probably only after hammering think it's but after we can organize also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
don't take the positions in A tier too much, you know.
yeah.
It's
Uh,
also all very similar.
yeah, you're not wrong. I I think it's to me it's B over the Tinks, but it doesn't really matter. Like we said.
Mhm. Next up, I'll give you the initial thoughts. I think you
No.
you have more experience with this one.
The team that looks weird and like on paper and like when you first look at it, it looks weird because its speed tiers are on the slower end. We have the Lucky Ludicolo, coached by SJ.
SJ.
Yeah, it's the team is very scary. Like,
You know what's worse? Like I look at this team and I'm like, I hate this team. But at the same time, there's some really cool things in this team. It's just I have such a love-hate relationship with it. I just look at it and I'm trying to like understand, like, sure, it looks bad, but it does look functional.
yeah, like Terra Saluna is a very like hard mon to deal with.
Beast
Like,
monster, absolute
yeah,
abomination, behemoth.
like that. If you have a team that you when it comes in, it can claim one. Like it's hard to have switch ins that mon.
Oh, I'm already raising Terra Ursa Luna's price next season.
Like
It's already
like
convinced me.
like the round two Alamola, which was a trade
Yeah.
because
I like Aloma Mola is funny because I see a lot of draft players absolutely love this mon. I don't like it. I think it just irritates me, but it's more because
it's
not because I don't think it's a good mon.
it
I just
doesn't
hate its play style.
die. That's what it's
Yeah, it just literally comes in, wishes, flip turns. Comes in, wishes, flip turns.
yeah
Sometimes it will risk a scald or like a play rough or something toxic, but in general, that's all it's doing, and it's just so annoying. But I think it can be a mon that you can take advantage of, but in a very good player's hands that really knows how to work with this mon, it's just
yeah
never staying in, but always absorbing everything. It's
yeah
so irritating.
yeah. And then you have Rillaboom, which like Rillaboom has been going crazy. It's only week two, and that mon's been putting in numbers.
Hmm.
Like it like also grassy terrain with this team is nasty.
Agreed.
Like Rillaboom, does its thing, can get train up. It can be the banded wood hammers, which is hard to switch into. Like
Hmm.
it's just
Oh yeah,
Rillaboom.
even if you're resisted, you are taking massive amounts of damage.
Yeah,
And speaking of
Kira,
massive amount of damage, Kyurem. Yeah, like you
Kira,
having your Saluna and Kyurem as your physical bar special breakers is really nice
yeah,
to have. This is something SJ is looking at. He's just like, yeah, who's
yeah,
the idiot that's gonna get wrecked by this
yeah.
now? Because
There's
it
also
is so annoying. And if you just hard commit to prepping for a special Kyurem, he can rip out a
DD.
Dragon Dance,
Yeah, DD
the dice
sets.
set, and like you're screwed.
Yeah, DD sets, Scarf Kiram, Specs Kiram. Like it's like Kiram is such a problem. That mon is
Yeah.
very annoying to deal with. Like their best way to deal with it is force it to switch in and take rocks.
Yes.
You seen how that went for
Yeah.
me?
I- I'm facing Kyurem in GFL for my quarterfinals, and I have a Hatterene, and I was Hatterene be able to tank that thing, and it does not. A
It
choice
doesn't.
specs Kyurem is always doing like 60% to it. Like
Yeah,
what the hell, max. It's insane.
yeah,
So yeah, but this is where I think the team derails a lot. This is just like the weird part. So Regieleki, okay, it's your electric type, which I think is a really
Fast.
good type to have. It's your rapid spinner, and it has that speed tier that's the best.
It
It's
is.
amazing.
It is physically the best. It's the
Yeah.
highest speed tier mon. It can outspeed some Scarfers, and it's really
hmm
like I've
And then we
used
have Dio
it before.
Defense. Dio,
I've,
Dio Defense is a nice mon, and we've seen it
it's a
really put in work.
it's a demon. Like it's
Yeah.
160. And it's like yes, its HP's lower, but like doesn't it
Eh,
get it gets
re-
recover?
it
But
gets
it's,
recovered. That's the thing. And just a lot of utility in general. Just this thing
yeah,
learns about everything. It gets taunt, it gets screens, it gets
yeah.
T wave. It gets teleport, it gets knockoff, it gets stealth rocks, it gets spikes. Like,
It gets
do
pain
you really need
split.
more?
It gets pain split. It's like
Then we got the weirder, which is an Mysterian. I am not a very big fan of this mon, especially as a Terra captain. I think like I'd much more prefer Iron Crown or something else, maybe even Girder. I think Girder is actually a pretty decent Terra captain, but I don't know. I don't like this one a lot. Webs for this team definitely help. So having Ariados is good.
yeah,
And then having this guy be able to pick up Iron Crown at the end on round 10 is just
man,
absurd. Like, how did this
man.
happen?
They like two of the best like assault vest users in the back, in my opinion.
Yes,
Iron Crown and
yes.
Ensign they're good pivots. They are with AV. They're crazy. Like I've used an Ensign roar to like wall a Chi pretty much. Like like that mon is a good Chi answer. There's no Chi drafted, but
It's
it's
because he picked up Incineroar, so nobody wanted it.
yeah, totally that reason.
But I think Incineroar really works well with this team, actually. I think it has a lot of the resist that this team needed it. And of course, like the other things that the team already had trouble with, it's makes it worse. But like it was already bad, so like,
Yeah,
it gives some really good pluses. I think.
and you're forgetting about the Trick Room like side of this team as well. Theo
Yes,
defense with
this
Trick
team can run
Room.
trick,
Like
and he's gonna whip it out eventually. Like, who's the poor sucker that is going to have to face
yeah,
Luna in Trick Room? That's not me. It's you guys.
yeah,
Screw you
me,
all.
me,
But
yeah.
yeah, Rillaboom, Kyurem, Alomomola, Ursaluna plus Dio. Like that, I think
Top
that's what's coming
six.
every
Yeah,
game, every game, every game, and then it's like Iron Crown and occasionally Reggie or Incineroar. It's just a really good team. Its main issue is probably like this team suffers a lot from hazard stacking.
yeah.
I
How,
think it's just really good into it. So Reggie Lecky not coming and not being that mon that has to be slapped on every week can be an issue. But Girder does get defog. Is that
yeah,
true?
it is. That's that's why it
Yeah.
was drafted is because it still has defog, and it's a cheap defogger, which is really nice.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like
But if you don't have Lecky and Girder, then you can definitely get very,
yeah,
very over hazards.
yeah,
I think like again, I think this team can function. I think SJ is really good. He in his weird style definitely makes this team work and click.
it's just a
But I would not
speed.
give this above a B tier, like bottom of B tier, because I just think it's just such an odd team, such odd pieces, and it's just like Ursaluna, Kyurem, and Rillaboom. Boom, we got big damage.
Yeah,
Oh, and Iron Crown, and then the rest of the team is just like everybody's just doing something else.
yeah. Like SJ is a really strong player. Like they can prep
Yeah.
well. It's just as a subjective thought, like not everyone could use this team effectively.
Oh
Like
no, this is one of the reasons why I put this team at B tier. If you give me this team, I will not perform. I
most
will
people
not.
would like won't.
No. Yeah. So like this is more of a testament to his skill and his
Yeah.
style being able to navigate this because this is not for me and this is not for everybody
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
a similar
It's
thought to
definitely
the Mono Ghost team as well. It's like, yes, the
yeah.
player's strong, but on paper, like I still think even the Mono Ghost team with Care Ape and Spec is still like very strong.
Yeah, it's respectful. Like you have
Yeah,
to take it into account. It can definitely get you off. Yeah.
yeah,
I'd put it at B.
yeah. Like you said, bottom. Like I put it in B for now.
Yeah, just leave it at B.
Yeah, we have
And
the
now we are getting into the final four. Thank God. This is going on for too long. Let's try to speed it
shut
up. All right, so
Uh,
we got the Jirachi All Stars by uh I don't remember if it was Jaichar or Jichar. I always
yeah,
forget. It's Big GC, everybody.
yeah,
He was supposed to be doing the power rankings, but sadly he is sick. So you guys got stuck with us.
yeah.
And oh, I don't know how to feel about this team.
I like
Again, I feel like I like everything except Pyroar. Fuck Pyroar.
and
I
like
hate
it's
Pyroar.
like for a low tier mon, like it's fine. Like it does stuff.
How much
Like
points? How much points? If it's 3 points, that was too much for a Pyroar. It's I just don't like Pyroar because
yeah,
I just feel like it's 3 points. That's too much.
yeah.
Uh,
We I
yeah, like let's talk honestly about what's good about the team. Iron
do
Hands, Terra,
Tear Iron Hands,
amazing,
Demon
insane,
Mon.
exactly.
It's hard to Iron Hand is already hard to break without Terra. But Terra, now you have to figure out what Terra it is and if you can break that Terra.
I strongly considered going first pick Terra Iron Hands. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's really
Yeah.
really good, and it's not that expensive of a Terra
Eh,
for such a great mon.
Dio
Dio
Speed,
Speed,
second highest speed, like Mon. Like that Mon can do so many different sets. Like resist berries, life orb. I like offensive Dio Speed a lot. Like life orb sets are cool. Power herb. But you can,
I think it's a great mon as long as it's not being your main source of damage, because then I don't like it. Because a
yeah.
lot of people just run it offensive, but as like this primary special attacker, and I don't like that.
Most people run
But
hazards with
you have
it, but
Lando, so like it's
yeah.
fine. Lando can definitely fill that role much better, and I like that more. So yeah, and Ogre Corner, I love Ogre Cornerstone. I
Yeah,
think
best lead mon.
in the game, agreed. I
Yeah,
think this one just does so much. If
it,
like if you take your eyes off of this thing, it will set up and sweep you.
yeah,
It can bring a lot of you. I just think the ogre pawns in general, they just bring a lot of utility with spikes, U-turn, taunt, um, and knockoff. You know, you just got a lot going on for them. And having that Ivy Cudgel at 100 accuracy, doing that much damage
yeah.
on where most teams are weak to rock is just insane.
Accurate rock move is yeah. It's like it
Yeah, it's
could
the
be a
best rock
lead.
move in the game.
Yeah, it's like if they keep uh hazards off as well, then it gets
Mhm.
a free
Yeah.
sturdy, which is you know. And once again, only Terror Captain in his hands, but makes sense. That mon wants to Terror pretty much every week.
Yeah, I get like running to Terra Captains is always good, but when you have such a goaded Terra Captain that you want to bring to every match, do you really want to risk the chance of wasting points on a mon that you might never even use? I know some
Yeah,
people think it's a necessary thing. I just don't know. I think I'd prefer like I usually run one really good Terra Captain or two medium ones because I just feel like that's much better for point management.
yeah.
Then we have Lando. Lando Incarnate, I think, is really good. I really
Yeah,
like this mon.
I've seen it pop off. People have been like iffy on it this gen, but it's still so good. I've
Oh yeah,
used
I've
it.
actually been seeing a lot of really good results on it lately in a
Yeah,
lot of leagues.
yeah. Like Choice Scarf, Lando's nice. Life Orb, like Sheer Force is
Life Orb
demon.
especially,
Yeah, but it gets
and I think
Calm
all
Mind,
these
Nasty
first
Plot.
four work well together. Also,
Yeah, like it's Lando. Do we need to say much about it? Like
Blastoise, I think again, it's just that really good utility mon
Spinner,
because
defensive water.
roar, haze, spinner, flip turn, yawn. It just gets a lot of really cool things to stop that annoying mon that you don't want to have to deal with.
Yeah,
That's
like
just going to set up and be a nuisance. And it can just do that while keeping rocks off the field. I don't believe in shell smash Blastoise anymore. I think Prior Creep has gotten to the point where this
even
base 83, 85 does not allow it to sweep with a shell smash. It needs
yeah.
two,
It
and
needs
that's risky.
Yeah, it needs two, and everyone's packing like mirror for that at this point. Like
Yeah.
everyone thinks that I'm gonna bring mirror herb. It's like as this
It's just
like
very niche when you can actually bring it out.
yeah, it's a like what is our team looking like? Can Blast always
Hmm.
do enough? Yeah,
Then we got Metagross, Squeezing, Grimmsnarl. I like Metagross.
yeah, I
It's a good
like it.
mon. Yeah. And I definitely am one of the the weakness policy lovers on this mon.
Yeah, weakness policy, Metagross, strong,
Is
offensive, like nice strong
yeah,
bullet
I want my
punch.
Metagross doing big damage. I don't like that pussy ass support shit.
Hey, you get rocks. Technically, it can be screens, but you know, iron defense sets, nice agility sets. It's Metagross. It's
Mhm.
cool. It's just steel
Yeah.
type. Is your team like with two psychics? You gotta be a little bit careful. But you do have before Hands Terra resist to that. But you have Grimmsnarl. And Grimmsnarl is very nice. I've taken those dark.
I love Grim. I think Grim is just a
Yeah,
really good mon
Grimm's
because it
fun.
just enables your setup supers to actually really have more chances to do so.
Yeah, but
It's
Grimm,
just really bothersome in a disruptive mon.
bro, like even with like bulk up, like Grimm, like Prankster bulk up and offensive, can pop off. I've like,
I ran a Silk Scarf fake out focus punch once to get the fake out off and maximum damage, and then knowing the guy would switch, I hit focus punch and it was super effective. And I don't remember what it killed, but like it was just really fun. I think
yeah,
this mod definitely has a lot of like little things you can do that are really annoying and cool to do with.
yeah, it's one that is like you're expecting the supporting set, but it can be an offensive set and catch you off guard. Like you kind of have to respect it some. But
And then
yeah,
you got Pyro. Like screw
there's
Pyro again. Cause I think for 3 points, you could probably get a mon that's going to sit better in your speed tiers of like 85, 90, and be a special attacker to boot. I think you probably can. I don't know. I'll give it a
uh,
whirl here. But because I just don't like Pyro, because it just does not seem to do what you want it to do ever.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there
Hmm,
isn't really anything here.
there's not really, yeah.
Venomoth, get
He's a silly guy.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
but again, yeah, I just don't like Pyro. I just think it never does enough damage, not fast enough, it's weak to rocks, it doesn't have pivots, so it's just stuck there.
yeah.
Um
Say it,
and yeah.
the speed tiers aren't too bad here.
Yeah, it's just that gap from 101 to 78. That's kind of rough to deal with. And you
Yeah,
have two mons sitting at 60, but like again, you Wheezing is the poison type that you need, your T Spiker, and it can just do a bit of things for
yeah.
your team.
And
But
Grimmsnarl's prankster, so it's like,
yeah. I
like,
think I'd put this team at A. Like, the only thing I really don't like is the Pyro.
yeah. That's ground. Like ground does kind of go into it if you're
Yeah,
not
and
careful.
actually, like the only two types that go into it are because of Pyro. Pyro is literally the one messing up the type chart.
Yeah, like, dude, they do. They have Lando's flying, but if you're forced to be non-levity reason, then you kind of like ground can be spammed into you, but Iron Hands can be a terror to resist ground that we can use it.
And Metagross can be the weakness policy, so you could definitely
Yeah,
take advantage of that.
yeah. We said A.
Yeah, I'd go
I,
with an A. I'd be fine with it.
I'm gonna put it low A for now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poke Rangers, not Pokey,
All
just
right.
Poke.
This is Monkey,
It.
this idiot, the one that G-Char literally predicted his draft.
You're not wrong, but too fair, their draft is good.
I
Like,
like it. Yeah, I really like it. Speed tiers are fine. The type chart is great. No really glaring weakness.
yeah, no
All the bases
base.
covered. You got a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
Ogre is your spiker is not good, but like I don't feel like you need to run spikes. It's just good to have as
yeah.
an option and
It
forces
gives.
prep. But yeah. And
Yeah,
I will actually start talking immediately about my favorite mon of this team. It's Zapdos. I love
yeah.
Zapdos. And
That.
Zapdos is the one of the best glue mons that you can have in a team. It
Yeah,
just can do
you're.
so much work for so little.
Yeah, the
And
terror.
like
Yeah, it's a really good mon. It's been good for a while. To be fair,
yeah.
like it's Zapdos. It does what Zapdos does. Like it's.
And it works really well with Hoger.
Yeah, their top
With
five
Hoger.
is. Their top five is crazy. Like it's very strong together.
Hmm.
Like you have your defensive water with your offensive one. But I do like their Okidoki because there's some matchups that Wogerpon doesn't need to Terra, which allows Okidoki to Terra. And
Yeah, that's the
Terukidoki is
thing.
scary. Like with that base 128 attack and it's
Hmm.
115 like defense. Like, oof.
I love the fact that Woger does not demand to be terrored every match. That's the fun part about it, even though it's a very expensive terror captain. So it actually does leave room for Okidogi to actually do it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. And Okidogi just enjoys the defensive typing so much.
Yeah, the guard dog sets, poison
Mhm.
chain sets, assault vest sets. Like if you don't have a good special with like a good like psychic user, Doki doesn't even need a Terra.
And the amount of setup sweep you can get going with this team on the physical end is insane. Okidogi, Woger, and Roaring Moon are very, very scary. And
Uh,
like Roaring Moon can just win games, and so can Woger Pawn. So like it's just great. And being able to spam knockoffs with the Roaring Moon is just so fun.
eh,
Uh yeah, I think like this is just a very well-rounded team. I think like maybe I'm not that big of a fan of Registeel. Like it's there to be
yeah,
your steel type, a nice wall. It's another
rocker,
rocker. Sure,
iron
yeah,
defense
it's
body
fine.
press. It's ready still, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Uh,
Maybe Typhlosion Hisui, we could look to an improvement so you can have more
yeah,
offensive urgency on the special side. Because like Yuxi, Primarina, Zapdos, um, like Primarina can definitely run more offensive sets.
yeah,
Zapdos is usually more supportive and defensive. So is
yeah.
Yuxi.
Green
So you
specs are
do
good,
need a bigger on guy on that end.
but it's like,
Uh,
but they can probably get away with it. But it's a very like you like you said,
oh
like
yeah,
offensive
I think it's
Zapdos
good. I
can come. Specs Primarina is a threat.
Scarf
Like,
also is really good.
yeah, sometimes. Like, I like AV Primarina sets a lot.
Hmm.
Like, Typhlosion, like you talked about, like Fire Ghost, Strong Stabs. Like, it can be like
Also,
Scarf
this team is not
Eruption.
really weak to rocks, so like it's fine bringing Typhlosion in.
Yeah.
It's not
Like,
really like
Little
in
Fan.
dodging people.
I love Little Fan. Like,
Yeah, I think it's like a bond that's gonna eat us one or two physical hits,
yeah.
get rocks and spin. It's a
It's,
fine mon.
it's Mr. Stay in 2 turns. Like,
Yeah,
which is fine. Like, for this
yeah,
type,
that's its role, and it's very good at it.
yeah.
I see a lot of people saying Donphin is not a good spinner, but like
Like,
sure, it has like a really actually cool move pool, but people are expecting a little too much from it.
yeah.
It just has one function, and if it's relegated to that function, it's gonna be fine.
But also, it's thrown off 120 earthquakes. Like it's still offensively very like like a ground team like weak team can get put down by a Dawn fan. That's and then
Do
yeah,
do you think this team would be an S tier?
I I can definitely see it being an S tier. Like it's very I think together it works well. Like
Can
we
you
didn't talk
put
about Roaring Moon. It's Roaring Moon. Like what you want me to say about
yeah, it's because it's Roaring Moon. It's just going to be Roaring
offensive?
Moon. That there's nothing else to it. It's just
Yeah,
amazing.
and you have Logridden, which is still a threat. I'm on. It's a little guy, but he's a cool squirrel. You know,
Yeah.
cheek pouch stuff.
I just noticed I did not put Monkey's logo in this thing.
Did you not?
No, I didn't.
Oh boy.
Apparently, I can't count, and you should never trust my math. I'm trying to find. Here it is. Wait 1 second. Continue. You can go to the next team. I'll put it in 1 second.
Oh, that means the Alabama for alligators.
There you
Monkeys.
go. It's there.
Would I even see it in there? I won't see it in
Uh,
there.
Oh, you should. I think.
I already have it open. It won't update
Just
unless
okay.
it's
Well,
fine.
Monkey, you're not getting ranked.
Yeah,
That's life, man. Deal with it.
yeah. We have the Alabama for alligators. This is Blue Fusion's team, right? Yes.
Yes, this is Blue's team.
But this one includes the week 3 changes, if I am correct. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, this is already with the week 3 changes.
Yeah. I have my phone to the side, just checking stuff. Like with the changes and that, its speed tiers aren't too bad. Like you don't have anything super slow. Like you have a pretty fast team, which is fine. Like it's very offensive of a team, anyways. From first look, we
I
vow if
actually
you
really love
land.
this team.
Yeah,
This is definitely like the team that I would draft. I would build around, except for that nasty little third mon there that I do not ever want to draft in my life again because it is so unreliable. I
yeah.
hate it.
If you land,
But
it's great. If you
it,
miss,
yeah,
yeah, I'll throw out the window.
yeah,
Yeah,
and we know I'm not a very lucky person. So yeah, I'm not a very big fan of it.
yeah. Like
But in general, I think like Terrapagos is just amazing, great spinner. Terra Enamoris is a beast. I
yeah.
love this one.
The two
I think
tear
it's just
caps are fun. Like like you said, Enam T with or Enam incarnate with Terra is great. Like very strong Moonblast, like Terra Ground that you know, like Fairy plus Ground is there's no like not much can deal with that. Like we talked about it's that great 125 speed tier. If you land, it does great. If you miss, yeah, move on. Sandy Shocks, I love Sandy Shocks and Terra Sandy Shocks. It's cool.
I agree. I
On
think
the
it's a really good one.
and on this team, like a matchup that Enam doesn't need a Terra, like Shocks could. Like I think both work well. They both like being like Enam like scarves. Like Sandy Shocks could be a booster speed, but it could be like a scarf Terra set. But it could be
Mhm.
like specs, could be just but it also gives you, your hazards. Like you have three rockers. Trap is one if you don't want because I've seen like lead rocks, toxic stuff do well.
Oh, but you have such good rockers. I think
Yeah.
Kabalia is a great rocker, and Sandy
Kabalion,
is pretty
yeah.
decent. Lead Sandy is great. Uh, Mid game Sandy with the scarf and choice specs is wonderful. Also, it's just really hard to take on the double type it has in terms of stab, which is electric and ground, because a lot of flying mons cannot come into it. Just gonna get volt switched on or things like this, so it definitely hurts a lot.
Yeah.
It's just really good mon. Quill
Yeah.
is that
And
nasty roll compression one.
yeah.
Grounded poison,
Ground play.
hazard stacking, pain
Flip
splitter,
turn.
hazer, flip turn, just spread
It's a
poison everywhere.
good low
It's
tier.
and intimidate, which is awesome.
Yeah. We were talking about Kabalion, nice rocker, all the, iron defense, body press, you know. It
I definitely think like lately Cobalion has been much more of a rocker than anything else. Like I've seen it fall down in terms of how much sets and things it's doing lately,
yeah.
but it's still a solid bond for
I don't see it
defensive
as
profile and things like
I don't see
this.
it drafted that often recently, really.
Yeah,
It's
I think it just lacks damage apparently. Like
yeah.
90 is not that great anymore for a mod that could be running offensive. And since Steel is not that great offensive type, apart from facing
It's
fairies, but then it's a fighting type,
it's
so
a fake steel type is what it is as well. That's why
yeah,
people don't like it as much is because it's a fake steel.
exactly.
Like
Latias, amazing.
it's
I
Latias.
think Latias is a great mod. And I think
Setups,
Latias pairs really
weakness,
well
yeah.
with Weavile and
Yeah.
Enam. I think it just works well with it.
Screens, you got your calm mind weakness policies, ruse, like it's Latias is Latias. It does what it does. Like good.
Arcanine, great mon. Like I
Eh,
like great
Arcana.
in terms of it's good. It helps.
Yeah,
It can do
it's
stuff.
like it's
I
a
think it is the weak link
nice.
of the team. Like it is like the mon that's least contributing here,
Yeah,
probably.
I think Q-Fly does more than Arcanine does, but also gives
Yeah,
them
exactly.
like it gives you a like an actual fairy resist, which you only had Quillfish before.
Yeah, and Quillfish is not taking that many hits even with Eviolite.
That one doesn't have you. You're like that's regular Quillfish right there.
Oh yeah, that's regular Quillfish. I
Yeah,
always forget that. I just
yeah,
I don't agree
yeah.
with it.
I like fairy's the only thing that really,
And this team, like with a lot of 100, 101, 106, 108,
yeah,
can actually really benefit from webs.
yeah.
Because if, for example, if you're facing that 121 team, you're forcing that team to run heavy duty cycles
Boots.
are having to spin that. Otherwise, you can really abuse it. It's pretty
Yeah,
annoying.
yeah. You have a like it's very nice offensively. Like I guess on the
It's just
physical
very solid, yeah.
sides, yeah, like I guess on the physical side is a little bit weaker. Like you're kind of relying on
Yeah, it's mainly Weavile,
Weavile.
and an M being able to power up with contrary superpower.
Yeah, like and Arcanine has base 110, but
But it's not a breaker. It's
yeah,
not.
it's a dog. Got that
Yeah.
dog in him. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's a solid like A tier team. I think it's good.
yeah,
I think Arcanine is the like weak link at the moment, but still a pretty decent team.
yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna put it in like I'm gonna put it in
Yeah, like
A, and I'm not
you
gonna
have
worry
A or
about the
B. Yeah,
yeah. And then we got the freaky for alligators. So we got two for alligator
best
teams.
team, best team, best team. This guy's a monster. Like that
That
logo, that that logo is too good,
I see.
too good.
Yeah, that's
So, how do we feel about this team?
just saying. Great speed tiers. Just immediately
I
like
honestly love this team.
yeah.
I
Like
like
top
for me
four
this is
is
another S
fun.
tier because like it is so good. This like you said, the speed tiers. You got Iron Bundle topping off that speed tier. So it's not that just very fast mon that's not that huge of a threat. It's a freaking menace. You have Noivern. Noivern is a really good mon, I think. It's just
Yeah,
very
you
underrated,
have
I
to
think.
you have to land your moves.
Ogerpon. Ogerpon is amazing, and being a Terra Captain to just get that speed boost is great.
Yeah, immediate
And
scarf. Like that +1 gives you that scarf. But if you're like,
and all the utility that it brings also like
yeah,
and
but
that's the cool thing because you have three beasts of special physical attackers here in Garchomp, Urshi, and Ogerpon. So Ogerpon and Garchomp don't have to always be offensive mons. They actually can be more bulky
tank
utility sets.
chomp and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
like
Garchomp.
yeah, they have,
And
like Iron Bundle can outspeed Lost Scarfers, but also Ogre Pawn with its +1. But you could be like a scarf setting, so you take that +2.
yeah, I also like this Ogerpon having the ability to have items is really good. And
Yeah,
Defiant is actually like really cool.
you're kind of forcing the intimidate mons to not run
Mhm.
intimidate because, and which opens up your other hitters. Comfey,
This is also funny because they drafted Garchomp Bundle, and that was also my first two picks in this draft because I think like those two just work so well off each other. Also
yeah, offensively is very nice. Like Comfey, like that mon is, it's nasty.
problematic. You have to respect it.
Yeah, setup Comfey is very can be very scary. Like
Mm,
but it's also like it's bulky somewhat. Like it's some matchups that it just doesn't die. Like
yeah,
Noivern we
I
talked
agree.
about, it's nothing. Goes that fast speed tier. Like the spec sets are pretty strong. Like gives you your defogger.
I always like Infiltrator also because like there's a lot of mons that can run sub and really mess with you, and
Yeah.
having that ability to just bypass that,
You have
and
three
you don't even
fast.
have to run it because you have Boom Burst.
Yeah.
So like it's pretty cool.
Yeah. There's also like three fast encores, which
Hmm.
makes you not want to set up.
And they can, and there's a lot of taunts on this team also,
Yeah.
and all of them are fast.
Low bake
This is insane.
oven. Yeah. Yeah, low bake oven over here. I
I've
like
honestly been surprised because like been seeing Rotom Heat really rise up lately. A
I
lot
mean
of people have been picking it up, and I think it's a really good mon.
it's a good torn, like it's really nice against torn. Like levitate is good. Like mold breaker guys, you can run, ability shield to stop mold breaker. Like nice
Mhm.
pivot, pain split, nice electric type. Like it does what it does. It does,
Yeah, and it
it,
brings all the utility that the Rotoms normally have: screens, Willow, T Wave, pivot, pain split. Overheat
yeah,
is always a nice hitting move also. So yeah, I think it's just really good
yeah.
mon. Rev.
That's,
Rev is a mon that I actually think is better than most people give it credit for.
yeah, Teref
it
is
I love
good.
its typing, to be honest.
Yeah, poison
It
steel.
it's such a good defensive profile. Like, yeah, ground wrecks it, but again,
Yeah,
something is always going to wreck something else,
yeah, but
and
one of the best.
it's just really decent.
Yeah, I clicked Moonblast into Reverum. That's a That's a double Reese's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
then my only problem with this team is what the hell's Berserker doing here besides
hey,
being a second stuff rocker, honestly?
second South
Like,
Rocker. Look at all the U-turners, by the way.
yeah, yeah, seems just going on. Uh, but like, I don't know what Berserker is really bringing to the table here,
Hey,
uh,
Specs
other than what you
Berserker.
already
Yeah,
have. I actually like the Mon. I really think Berserker is a cool Mon. I just really think it's basically useless in this scene. Like it gets
for
knockoff, but you already got two knockoffers. Of course, one
yeah,
more is good, but like, when are you ever bringing Berserker over Terra Revervroom or any of the other Mons you have?
yeah. You could probably
Like, the,
like it probably could be something else, but to be fair, it's a low point mon, and you kind of just needed
yeah,
one. It was just a filler mon, really. You
yeah.
just needed one
Most
other.
low tier people just choose something that they like or want to use for fun
Yeah,
or whatever,
and it's a
and
silly
I'm like,
guy.
it's fine. Again, I think it's useless, but it's not gonna really bring the value of the team down that much just because it's a bad Mon.
Yep.
Because really nobody's gonna care about it. And like, you had 2 points left over. I don't know. There was not a lot of 2 point. There was Smeargle.
Yo,
Um, yeah, Wiggly. There's Volbeat. There's some things that are a bit more
Volpe is
useful. But
Volpe is an actual mon as well. Like
yeah,
the
I agree.
yeah, drop this berserker, pick up Volpe. That's a real mon.
Yeah, I think that would make the team a lot better. Honestly.
Like
Yeah, I would put
Prankster,
this at a
Conqueror.
solid S tier. Like, no lie. This to me is an S
Yeah,
tier.
I think this team's very offensive. It's gonna be really hard to prep for. Hopefully, I don't gotta
Yeah.
play it.
It did beat Faye round one,
Yeah.
so it was
Yeah.
pretty fun.
Yeah.
All
Put up.
right, and I
We got one more team. Oh, wait,
nope,
no,
that's
no.
it.
Why?
We finished. Thank God,
Yeah.
we
Well,
finished.
you put a logo
Well,
in.
guys, I put the logo for Monkey in. Did I put an extra logo in? Just forget about it.
You put
You know what?
killing cash in there. That's what.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is gonna be
Whoops.
monkey. Monkey, you're not. You're
He's
wish
killing
cash
cash.
now.
Yeah,
You're wish cash now. You're killing it.
yeah. Throw him up in S tier, and we're done with it.
Yeah. So yeah, these are
All right, good.
this is our
And that
rankings.
concludes it.
Yeah, like the A's and B's can probably move around. The S's, like they're not in very specific order. They're kind of just put in like you know, it's not much.
Yeah. Again, don't take it much with a grain of salt. Uh, with salt in general. Don't be mad at us for these rankings. It's just some initial thoughts. Again, we could be very wrong. We've seen teams that we did not enjoy a lot just really pop off, and player skill is always the most determining factor. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, uh, especially since it was my first time Dragon. I think it was yours also, right?
Yep, it was.
And any feedback you guys can give us and any questions you might have, please feel free to reach out to us. Okay.
Yep. Well,
All right.
I signing out.